What's up, guys? Welcome to today's video. Today I've got something really exciting for all of you candle makers out there. I know you guys love those concrete videos, so I wanted to take a minute to show you guys what Boowan Nicole has sent. So this company has several different molds to choose from. They've also got soap making stuff. So you guys, if you're interested in this type of stuff, stick around because you're gonna wanna watch this video. So we're gonna go through everything that's in the kit. We're gonna make these molds together today. They were kind enough to send me several different molds to test out and show you guys what their products are all about. So I'm really excited, and I do wanna thank Boowan Nicole for sending me all of these molds. They were very, very generous in sending me these molds. I'm going to list everything used in the video and everything that they sent to me in the description below. Please let me know if you guys have any comments. If you see something that I didn't list in the video, reach out to me, let me know, and I will get back to you guys on that. So anyway, let's jump into the video. I'm really excited to get started and start making this stuff. It's gonna be great because we have Christmas molds, and with the holidays coming up, I know you guys want some ideas on what to have for your own brands. Anyway, if you guys are new, welcome. Please make sure you guys subscribe. I really appreciate it. It helps me out. Like the video, and let's do this. All right, so this is the kit that you need started. We've got two molds here we're gonna do today. We're gonna do a Christmas mold, which I'm really excited about. And we've also got the S-shaped pattern totem mold. So I'm excited about that one as well. All right, let's open this kit up. So this kit includes everything that you need to get started. Okay, it's got the, pretty much doesn't look like it, there is directions on this, but that's okay. You can go to their website. They do have directions on their website. This is the Bowanite powder. Then we have the Bowanite bottle of liquid. And I like that they wrapped it up so that way if it does spill, it will leak out inside of the bag. We've got 5 cups to use. I'm not sure exactly what we need these for. And we've got a sander with 2 sanding papers. I really like this sander. This thing is pretty cool. We've got gloves, obviously, protect our hands. And a spatula. Everybody can use one of these things. Got so many already, but that's okay. And we've got 5 different color pigments here. So I'm gonna lay everything out, get set up, and we're gonna get our molds out of the box. I'm gonna show you guys how cute they wrapped these up. Look how cute. They've got their own little sticker. Check this out. So I like that they put them in bags because you know those molds like to collect dust. They also include an outer shell mold, which is great. It keeps it from bowing out because a lot of times this stuff does expand in the mold. So this keeps it to where it does not bow out or expand. And then we have a lid. And then they also included some clips, which I thought I was gonna need the clips. Got them already, and look, they have them right here for me. So here's the mold. Seems pretty heavy duty, nice and sturdy. And here I'm just gonna reset it back up for you guys, show you how it's done. So I just add the clips to the side. All right, let's get started. We're doing the Christmas first because that's my favorite. So here I'm adding 300 grams of powder. So each jar is about 300 grams. Here we do 90 grams of the liquid. And then after that, we wanna do 10 grams of water. That's it. Then mix it. You wanna get all the lumps out. Make sure you get every single lump out. You wanna mix, mix, mix. Kind of work fast because this will start to set up. Now here, add your color. Be quick, add it until you're happy. For me, it did take me a while. It did take like several drops until I got my orange that I was happy with. That is one thing I will let you know. It does take a lot of drops to get the color that you want. So it took me about 5 minutes to keep mixing and adding and mixing and adding to get the orange that I was happy with. So while pouring, make sure you use that stir stick to press down on the center of the mold to help the paste pour a little bit smoothly. I wouldn't call it paste, but whatever this base is. So it pours a lot smoothly, and then stop pouring just before it comes out of the mold, before you get to the top of the mold. You want to remove all the air bubbles. So you're going to pound this a few times on your table to get all the air bubbles, start working them out. Then what you want to do is hold the bottom of the mold with your hand and gently take the bottom of the mold and just press, so that way it releases all the air bubbles and all of the paste goes through the full mold and fills in all of the gaps. And then go ahead and keep pouring until you get all the way to the top. Keep that stir stick in the center and just keep pressing down on that center, and then just lift up so that way you can kind of tell where it is until it fills up. Now just take that stick and just kind of swirl it around the bottom of that mold, because you want to get those air bubbles out. If there are any air bubbles that form in there, it's not good, let me tell you. So make sure you get those out and just pound it a little bit more, and then fill it all the way to the top. So yeah, squeezing, and there you go. See, just keep pounding it and work those bubbles all the way out. And then just take the remaining amount and fill up your lid mold, making sure that you squeeze the bottom so that way it gets all the air bubbles out as well. Then you're gonna take your outside, I guess this is the brace, I'm not sure what they call it, but you're gonna take this outside piece. You're going to go ahead and seal this one up so that way it does not cause it to expand. Now we're gonna do the Christmas mold. So same thing, you're using 300 grams of powder, and then 90 grams of the liquid base, and then 10 grams of water. So I'm just making sure that I don't go over. I'm gonna go a little bit under just because I'm doing about 250, just because it's a smaller mold. And I'm trying to decide on how much I want to use, since it's supposed to be 90 grams of liquid base. But here I end up using about 80, so I just cut it down just a little bit. I end up using 10 grams of water. I went over by mistake, but I'm sure it's not going to hurt anything, but we will find out. Slowly mix this, and as you can see, you do not see any of the particles flying around in the air. So that's nice. I do have my gloves on just in case, but this is an eco-friendly base, which I love. And look at how fast this stuff mixes up. You want this to mix completely. You don't want to have any type of lumps or any kind of bubbles in there. So mix it very, very well. And then make sure you kind of work out some of the bubbles in there, because it's going to be more work for you when you pour it into your mold. So just stir it, get all those bubbles out of there. Make sure you're getting all the lumps out, and you want it to be kind of like a milk, like a cream consistency, a milk cream consistency before you pour it. Now you add your color. Here I'm going to go ahead and start. I just added a few drops. I'm going to add more. I want this to be a very nice dark green. I'm adding more color. So I will tell you that you do end up adding a lot of drops of this stuff to get the right color that you want, and I was still really not happy with the color. It was just like a mint green. I wanted it to be a very dark, like forest green, and I didn't want to end up using the whole, you know, bottle of this stuff. So I just stopped where I was and started pouring. So here I'm just going to pour nice and slow. I don't have to push the bottom of this one because the sides are, you know, pretty wide enough to where it will drop down to the bottom. And I'm just going to tap, so I start working those bubbles up to the top. And I keep pouring and pouring and pouring till I get to the top. I'll work out more of the bubbles. And then just keep squeezing, get those bubbles out. Really, really good. Keep pouring, and then I'm going to go ahead and fill up my lid. All right, it's time to unmold. Let me tell you, this was so much easier without that lip on the bottom. So these molds are so easy to work with. I thought they would be pretty stiff at first, but they're so soft and very, very easy to work with. The mold just slowly works itself off and it just pops right out just like that. Look how beautiful that turned out. So this is going to be a pumpkin mold. I am so happy with this. There's no bubbles. I mean, it is absolutely perfect. Look how vivid the color is. We're going to take the lid out. Look how cute. I love it. Very cute. All right, let's try this green Christmas mold. Like I said, I wanted this to be a little more of a darker green, but that's okay. You can, you know, we can work with this. Just know you need to add more color to it. But it's still very, very pretty. Look how gorgeous that turned out. This one turned out perfect, no air bubbles at all. So the key is just make sure you tap. All right, let's use our little sander. Now they recommend dipping this in water and just sanding it in the water, which I am totally fine with, because what makes it nice is when you sand it, the particles don't go flying everywhere in the air. So you're not breathing this stuff in. All you do is just sand it and dip it. That's it. So here you'll see, I'm gonna go ahead and just start sanding off those rough edges and just keep sanding until you're happy. I always make sure I rub my hand across the bottom of it so there's no sharp edges. Same thing with the Christmas mold. We're gonna do the same thing. Go ahead and just dunk it down in there so that way we get the entire thing wet, and we just sand the bottom of it, and make sure you get those lids as well if they need it. All right, I'm taking my Earth Safe Finish. This is my sealer. I love this stuff. I mean, there's other ones out there, but I just prefer this. It's eco-friendly. I'm gonna paint the inside of each vessel, and I will let them sit for probably a few hours. In this case, I did let it sit overnight just because I had other things to work on. Then I come back in and it's time to wick them. So I'm using the wooden wicks. I've got two different types of wooden wicks here. One is from the Wooden Wick Co. I will list the information below, but I want to make sure that this one goes directly in the center of the vessel. This is meant for this specific diameter, and the Christmas one's a little bit smaller, so I want to make sure that the wick is directly in the center, and I'm using a specific wick for that one just because the diameter is a little bit smaller. So here I'm mixing up my wax and my fragrance oil, and it's time to pour. So this is my pumpkin fragrance that I'm using with my wax, my soy wax, and I just pour this nice and slow. And same thing with my Christmas candle. This is like a peppermint scent. I'm pouring this one at about 170 degrees. Now it's time to cut the wicks down. I love this wick cutter. I will list this in the description below, but it does a really, really good job. Never, never, never forget to apply the warning labels to the bottom of your candle vessels. Every single candle vessel should get a warning label. And then here, I love these things. These are my little clear bumpers, I guess they're called. I'm not too sure, but I like to put at least 3 to 4 on the bottom just to keep your candle nice and even and level, so when it burns, it's not like a weeble wobble, I want to call it. So yeah, it doesn't wobble around while it's burning or scratch your surface. You guys, I have to say I am pretty impressed. I mean, unlike concrete, look at how vivid the colors turned out. I am very happy with these. The molds turned out to work, they worked great. Didn't have any problems or anything. As long as you get the bowenite through the whole vessel, you're good. I mean, there is no problems with any of it. The whole vessel has come out perfect. There's no holes or any air bubbles that I can tell. And this green is absolutely beautiful. I love the Christmas molds. So right now they have all of their Christmas holiday molds and just everything, their whole collection of Christmas stuff right now on their website. They have a huge website, you guys. It's for not just candle makers, but they also have things for just any type of hobby. You guys, any kind of crafts or any type of business that you have. There's soap makers. I know you soap makers out there are always looking for new molds. They have so many molds, and when I say a lot of molds, I mean, you'll be searching their website for hours. You'll be just skimming through their website for hours because they have so many molds to choose from. They're molds, so they do make custom molds. So if you guys want your company name on your vessel, so if you want it to say whatever your company name is, they will customize the molds for you. You basically would send in your logo or whatever it is you want to send them, image, whatever. They will customize that for you and put that on, and also the lid. So I know a lot of you guys have been looking for these custom lids. Well, this company does do custom molds. They will do the vessel and they will also do the lid. So whatever your preference is, their molds are extremely durable, and I like that. I like the fact that I don't feel like I'm going to tear it or rip it or stretch it out. They are very, very durable. They're extremely strong. I like the fact that they are FDA approved and food grade silicone. So that is another win-win for me. So yeah, you guys go check them out, and I want to thank them again for sending this and sharing it with you guys. Anyway, I hope you guys liked the video. Give it a big thumbs up, like, subscribe. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys follow me on all of my social media platforms. I'll list all of it below. If I left something out, please let me know in the comments. And if you guys have questions, I always am there to answer those questions for you guys. So thanks so much for hanging out with me today, having fun making these, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.